So here is a quick demo of my pedal board. Sorry about the crappy camera position here. That's better. So anyway, just straight up amp. This is just straight amplifier. Everything bypassed. So if I turn the first compressor on, which is right after the guitar, that compresses my guitar signal going into the effects loop. And the other compressor is after the distortion boxes to clean up the fuzz a little bit and just even out the dynamics on top. So here's what's cool. If I put the East River Drive on, I set the distortion to full, and as long as I keep my volume levels between 9 and 10 o'clock on both pedals, I don't get any feedback with the noise gate. So here's the volume pedal all the way on with the East River Drive. So now if I want to clean it up, I just back the volume pedal off. And it's really clean. Now if I turn the crayon on and turn the East River Drive off, it's a nice clean boost with a lot of bass. Now as long as I don't touch the volume knobs on either pedal, I can mess with the bass and treble all I want, and it doesn't affect any other levels. So let's say I want a little less bassy. And what's really cool is if I put them both together, as you can see, I don't get a lot of noise. I've got my volume up full everywhere and 2 pedals on, and I'm literally getting no feedback. So in a case like this, the noise gate is not necessary. And this also cleans up nicely with both pedals on. And the best part is when I use both pedals together, what happens is if I back the volume pedal all the way off, I get a nice clean / dirty tube-like effect. For instance, all the volumes are up full on the guitar and the pedals backed off. So watch. And one other thing that I did was I put a little piece of wood behind the volume pedal. I taped it down because when you're on stage, it's very easy to accidentally shut yourself off. It's hard to judge where to put it when you're trying to play. So I have this piece of wood blocking the back of the pedal, so it only goes so far. So even if I smack it with my foot, it won't shut off. I love switching the distortion between clean and dirty with a volume pedal because it's smoother than hearing a click. You know, instead of that's kind of too abrupt, but if you use the volume pedal, so it definitely has some advantages. And the noise gate works well, and the other reason I have the volume pedal, actually the main reason, I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but if I turn the volume down on the guitar with the noise gate on, it doesn't activate properly, and when I pick the note, there's a delay, and sometimes it doesn't sound at all. So I need to leave the volume up full on the guitar, but if I want to turn down to get a clean sound on the pedals, I need to have the volume pedal just before the 2 distortion pedals, and it creates the same effect if I go. Now I'll turn the noise gate off and show you what happens if I did that with the volume pedal. See? Cleans up nice. So this way I can do that with the noise gate on, otherwise I can't. And you know, dynamics is everything. I want to be able to control my volume to a small degree. So this way here I can manage the sound pretty well and keep it consistent. So here's the pedal board. I have the tap echo and the volume pedal button on the floor, And here we have the Electro Harmonics East River Drive, the Crayon. I have a Canyon, a noise gate called a silencer, and a compressor. Then I have a second compressor. So what happens is the guitar goes into the noise gate and then comes out to the echo and first compressor. So they bypass the effects loop on the noise gate. And the distortion pedals and the second compressor, which comes after the pedals, goes onto the effects loop. So that's all gated. And the second compressor adds a little bit of dynamics to the distortion as it comes out. So what happens is I can get a nice clean sound with just this on if I back off on the volume pedal. And then I can get a nice, basically this Crayon is running driving the East River Drive. I don't have any gain on it. So when I run them both together like this, it allows me to adjust the tone a little better, because this thing has no bass. And I set it high treble so that it brings out the wood sound in the Strat. And then when I want it a little heavier, I add this. Or I leave this off. This makes a nice clean boost as it is. So anyway, that's pretty much it for now.